Starting with Lewis Land and Farms here. They just came out with this fresh chorizo, as my country ass says. We'll include black pepper, ground cumin, chili powder, chicken stock, black beans, rotel, of course salt out of a vintage salt shaker, peppers, and onions. Let's throw this together. First, we're adapting someone else's recipe. They call for links, but this is much better. We know where this comes from. We know that it's safe for us to eat. Gabe and Miranda are friends of ours, so we trust the product they put out. Okay, let's get this into the pot. Now, some people will take their black beans right out of the can. They're black beans. Me, I like to wash mine off. It makes whatever you're fixing kind of look like fixed in muddy water, if you will. I don't rinse them real hard, but we get enough to get most of that juice out of there. Everything else I leave alone. What we're going to do now, we're going to start 1 cup of broth, 1 can of rotel, those black beans we just washed, what we have here is 1 teaspoon of chili powder, a half a teaspoon of cumin, a half a teaspoon of salt, but I cut back on that a little bit, and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. It looks like a lot, but it's not really. And we add that to the mix. Okay, we added in bell pepper and onion, not my finger, that's just getting in the way. We'll mix this up good. As I started to add in the bell pepper and the onion, I decided we didn't have enough broth in there, so I added another ½ cup. Now we'll let this come to a boil. It's going to cook for a while before we add the rice. We don't, with us liking larger chunks, well, you might want to cut back on the hot stuff. The chili powder and the rotel's got hot stuff in it. It made this a little spicy. Now, the old folks always told us, put some sugar in it. It'll temper it down. Instead, we used honey from the Welch family out in Owensville. That bottle's almost gone, so I got a fresh one up here. So that one sacrifices last to sweeten this up a little bit. Really just tame it down. It doesn't really sweeten it. But as you can see, we've added the rice. And we're letting it cook. I'm going to put the top back on it. And let it cook for a few minutes. Then we're going to add the chorizo. Let it simmer for a few. And then it's going to be ready to eat. Okay, now's the good time. We're going to add in the chorizo. Said with my Appalachian dialect. And knock stuff over. It'll be okay. Once again, from Lewis Farms. If you can buy it local, buy it local. We, during the summer, we buy our produce and everything local. But right now, it's the Ides of March. And we'll get this mixed up, get it plated up, and show it to you here in a few minutes.
And something else from Lewis Farms is that they also ship to other states. So you can go on Facebook and go to Lewis and Cattle Farms and put your order in.
Yep. We'll throw in a link here somewhere when I edit this. Hopefully. And there you have it, all on the pretty plates that I inherited from my mom. Well, was gifted by my mom. Not inherited, gifted. This one is for the better half. She wanted it separate, so that's how we done it. I done mine over top the chips with a dollop of Daisy. Hope that's not copyright infringement, because it really is Daisy.
Yeah, it is.
And we also have some queso here in a vintage Fire King ramekin.
Taco Bell Creamy Crunchwrap Supreme Sauce.
Yeah, that's actually a Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme Sauce.
Yep.
Tangy.
Tangy. Yeah.
Tangy, yeah. Tangy, as I say my country accent. But there you have it, folks. Oh, can't have that there. Simple, easy. Here at the end, we'll throw in everything we put in it. I started with somebody else's recipe and turned it into our own. Don't forget, Lewis Land and Farm on Facebook. I think they may be on some other platforms too. I did tame it down with some honey from the Welch family in Owensville, Kentucky. We're in Kentucky, by the way, if you don't know. If you can't tell by my hick talk, we're in Kentucky. But we're going to eat now. It's been a long day. So, like I said, here at the end, we'll put in a list of all the ingredients. And if I can get around to it, my lazy butt, don't forget, I'll put in some links down below for Lewis Land and Farms. Is it farms or is it meat?
I think it's Lewis Land and Cattle Farms.
Lewis Land and Cattle Farms. They should be easy to find. So, hope y'all enjoyed this. I know we're going to enjoy this. Thank you now.